A pleasant afternoon to our dear instructor, Miss Warren Rose Brianos. I am Shannin Isabel Mora Dolina, a BSO, a second-year college student. The assigned topics are about tragedy, farce, melodrama, social play, and ode. So first, let's talk about tragedy. Tragedy is a literary device signifying a story or drama that presents an admirable or courageous character that confronts a powerful force inside or outside of themselves. Another definition, a play dealing with a tragic events and having an happy ending, especially on concerning the downfall of the main character. The example for tragedy is the Titanic. These are the characters. The plot of this movie could be multiple things like a love story. Tragic accident started by a young couple meeting, falling in love, having a hard time being together because of the fiancé. The Titanic hitting an iceberg, Jack accused of stealing a valuable diamond. The ship sinking and Rose losing the love of her life. This movie was presented in the non-linearly form since it was going from the old Rose telling her story as she remembered the young Rose. The story jumped back and forth in time. Non-linearly event moved from the present to the future to the past and so on, with no regards to the chronological order. I believe this aesthetic choice was great for this movie because the Titanic sank in the year 1990s. As what told like a memory from an old lady that was part of this tragic accident. The character development was perfect for this story. You have one poor man, a rich woman with a rich fiancé, surrounded by rich people. All come from a different backgrounds. Jack would be the protagonist, which the audience like him, and is the main character. Also known as the antagonist would be Caledon in a story. You also need a good protagonist and some of that audience couldn't care less about in order to get an impact on the story and make it interesting. If the film Titanic would have followed a different presentation style, it wouldn't have made a great story in my opinion. It was great to see the story told by a person that experienced on the ship and living this tragedy. Also going back and forth in time was made it so appealing. The lesson of the movie is there is no distinction between the rich and the poor people. This was very clear when the ship of dreams hit an iceberg and sank into the North Atlantic. The other message seems to be about happiness, which is clear when Rose, a rich lady, fell in love with Jack, a poor young man. No one can expect what will happen to our lives. Even if we reach our dreams, so it is good to live every day as if it is our last day. And we have to enjoy and live our life to the fullest. Next. The next one is FARCE. What is FARCE? FARCE is a comic dramatic piece that uses highly improbable situations, stereotyped characters, extravagant exaggeration, and a violent horseplay. So the example for this is Baby Geniuses. Let's try to play the trailer. So, Baby Geniuses is all about babies are born knowing secrets of the universe and with the ability to speak with each other. What adults heard as baby talk is actually sophisticated conversation. But when babies reach 2 years old and begin to speak our language in full sentences, they cross over, forgetting their secrets language and becoming one of us. In Baby Geniuses, Dr. Elena Kinder is an intelligent and wildly ambitious woman. She heard Baby Co., the world's largest corporation that manufactures products for babies. However, what the public doesn't know is that she also funds a secret research lab together with her partner in crime, Dr. Heap. The two are devoted solely to cracking the code to, to this special baby language, which she is sure does exist. It will mean enormous profit and power if she is the first to do it. But when Sly, the best and brightest of these baby geniuses, escapes from the secret lab into the outside world, Dr. Kinder and Hip have to get him back before he blows the lid off their secrets forever. Sly organized the baby in the outside world to invade the secret lab in order to free the baby geniuses and bring down Dr. Kinder's evil empire. Oh, the next one. Um, there is no moral lesson about the story because since the purpose of the movie is only for entertainment. The third one is melodrama. What is melodrama? A melodrama is a work of literature or or a theatrical performance that uses exaggerated events and characters. The example for this is The Greatest Showman. These are some of the characters of the movie. The Greatest Showman, growing up in the early 1880s, P.T. Barnum displayed a natural talent for publicity and promotion, selling lottery tickets by 12, age of 12. After trying his hands at various jobs, P.T. turns to show business to indulge his limitless imagination, rising from nothing to create the Barnum and Bailey Circus, featuring catchy musical numbers, exotic performances, and daring acrobatic features. Barnum's memorizing spectacles soon takes the world by storm to become the greatest show on earth. Um, for me, there are four lessons that we can get to this movie. First, don't get bogged down in circumstances. Have faith and have vision for yourself and where you want to go. Second one is be yourself and trust your own capabilities. Like what the lyric of the song wants us to tell. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I want to be. This isn't me. The third one is look for inspiration anywhere and be willing to shift what you are doing to grow and evolve. And lastly, keep perspective. Remember why you are fighting or who it's all for. The next topic is roleplay. What is roleplay? Roleplay is a fun theatrical exercise that is a cross, cross improvisation and performing in a play. It blends creativity and structure to help actors hone their craft and is an important skill for an actor to develop. The example for this one is Miss Saigon. These are some of the characters of the play. So, Miss Saigon tells the story of Chris, an American male who falls in love with Kim, a young Vietnamese orphan who works as a bar girl and prostitute. When the city falls, the lovers are separated and Chris eventually returns to the US. Years later, Chris returned to Bangkok with his American wife, Ellen. Uh, the next one is the last topic is about ode. What is ode? A lyric poem in the form of an address to a particular subject, often elevated in a style or in a manner and written in a varied or irregular meter. The example for this is To Autumn by John Keats. The main theme of the poem are the passage of time, contentment, and the natural world. The poem praises autumn, describing its abundance, harvest, and transition into winter, and uses intense sens- sensuous imagery to elevate the fleeting beauty of the moment. To Autumn is the last major work that Keats completed before his death in Rome in 1821, where the 25-year-old where the 25-year-old succumbed to tuberculosis. So this is the poem of John Keats. There are 3 stanzas. So that ends with my report. Thank you. And God bless.